will no longer have to be referred to in the history books as the greatest dude, as the best player to never get an All-Star appearance. It's actually great. Like I'm actually really happy to see it. Like,
I really like that intro. And shout out to Mike Conley. Like, I know it took like 3 people getting sick. We talked about this like
yeah.
a couple weeks ago about like what it would take for him to get it to happen. But the greatest to never make an All Star
Like
game.
it was like what I think. Yeah, I think a lot of people like he's generally considered or has started to be considered the best player to never make an All-Star game. Like prior to making this one.
Okay.
Um, and I saw somewhere where someone or another, I think Bill Simmons or whoever, made the argument that like making the All-Star game hurt his legacy, but it's just like, I guess because like I don't know, like it's kind of more interesting to be like the best dude to not make it than like the dude who's like a one-time All-Star or what have you. But it's just like the thing about that though is just like it's not really like being the best dude to not make it is not really a legacy. It's a trivia question.
Yeah.
Like it's like you can't go to your kids like little show and tell or whatever and be like, yeah, I'm the best dude to like I'm genuinely considered the best player to never make an All-Star game. Them little kids will eat you alive. Like
And I feel like it has to be a tad bit disappointing too, because I forgot what I was gonna say, but like one All Star isn't that bad. It's not like he was up for like Hall of Fame where we're really gonna be matching resumes.
like
Like
that's also that's the thing. It's just kind of like a lot of just having that All-Star is more for like him and like his personal stuff kind of. It's like it's it's just like he's like unless they just rattle off unless Utah rattles off a bunch of chips between now and whenever Conley retires, like he's probably not gonna be a Hall of Famer. Like he'll have his jersey retired in Memphis, but like that's not the Hall of Fame. And like he's a really
it's
good
far from
player,
it.
but hmm,
It's far from it actually.
eh. But like crap, you done made me forget what I was gonna say. God, no, but it's just kind of like kind of convinced like if Memphis was in the East, he would have had a couple All-Star appearances by this
Yeah.
point.
I guess that just goes to show how tough the West is, because there was like during that grit and grind stretch, there was like a not exactly a top 5 buzz around Mike Conley as a point guard, but he was always in the conversation as one of the league's best or better
Yeah.
point guards.
And it's just like it's really good for him. It's just like I know like he really like he wanted an All-Star appearance and like got one,
Mm-hmm.
and he got to like and I guess kind of segueing a little, like I could like be on this for a second, but he got to participate in like the 3-point contest, which sadly he didn't win, but it was a fun 3-point contest
And gave Steph a run for his money.
because like I know that like in that first round he cleared his money ball rack just right there top of the key, bang bang bang. Um, and what then in the second one he did more or less identically to how he did the first one, like points wise. It was like 27, like yeah, like 27 points I think, and Steph did just good enough to beat him. It's just like because Steph came like in both rounds really. Steph came out slow. Like he didn't do well on like that first rack, but then like he hit that first shot, and it just starts going down, shot after shot after shot, and then like it's like Steph had to hit that last one right, and of course he did. Of course he did because he's Steph Curry. But for a brief moment in time, you're like, oh, well for me, it's like is Conley gonna get this? And it's like no, no, just in fairness, I think I saw something where Conley, I guess, was had like getting like some interview or whatever. He was like, there was a point where it's just like he thought, oh, like I might get it. Like in the back of his head, he knew what was about to happen. Like,
And Curry beat him with his last. He needed that money ball.
yeah,
Like that's hilarious, bro. Like,
It was just like it was a lot of fun to watch.
yeah, people were people were talking about like they were surprised about that out of Mike Conley. Like isn't he like historically like a good shooter like for his career?
Like I want to think. Let me pull it up so I don't say something wrong. But like I want to think he's at least solid. I've never really considered him a spectacular shooter. Um, but also like he had all of like 2 or 3 days notice.
Yeah,
Like and so like especially considering that he did really really well. Um, let's see what these numbers say. Actually, yeah, he's actually a really good. Like he's a career 37% 3-point shooter, and he's currently locking them down at a 42% clip. So yeah, he's kind of serious from there.
yeah. When I heard the announcers first say, it's like I'm surprised that he's shooting as well. I was like, outside of that last year, like kind of what he does. Like he was one of the only people on Memphis that consistently hit threes.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, that was a really fun event. What the skills challenge was, it was all right. It was entertaining enough, I guess. I think, dude, maybe the issue with it, why big men have been winning recently, is that the dudes that aren't big men aren't haven't take like don't take it serious for real.
Yeah.
It's just like you make this pass all day, every day. Why do you miss it now?
Yeah, I think what between Dwayne Wade and Kenny Smith, like two things that they kept repeating is like you can't be cool in this event. Like you got to try, and it makes sense because it's a race. I don't
Yeah,
understand why you would just jog during a race, but you know, it's my day off.
basically.
That boy Luca was awful.
I I don't think he tried for real. Like he's just like I'm just gonna phone this one in. All right, jog, jog, jog.
He looked chubbier, like during the entire event. He looked tired.
Like I mean, they've been playing a lot of basketball. He might be tired. He's just like I really wanted to just go home,
They've
but
been
here
playing a
I
lot of
am.
basketball. Luca ain't played in weeks. Luca ain't
I have no
played
idea what
in like a
Luca's been
week.
doing. I
Bro,
have no idea what Luca's been doing.
I got mass tickets for that last game before All Star break. Um, I think they were playing OKC, so I was like, let me go see. No Luca, Kristaps barely played. I was like, oh, y'all could have told me about this. And the game before that I could have had tickets to was for the Celtics, and I just didn't go.
Well,
Yeah, who
tragic.
told me right?
Um, what they they had the dunk contest at halftime of the All Star game. Um, and what it was Anthony Simons,
Cassius
uh,
Stanley and Nobi
Cassius
Toppin.
and Obi Toppin. And I was kind of like, well, first off, like I kind of swept through the very beginning of it because I guess I was just tired, but like it was kind of disappointing. It's just like you've seen some of the dunks in the last couple years, right? And then like you get here and it's kind of like I don't know, like one Cassius Stanley probably should have, but like it's also just as a collective, it just wasn't that good. Like it wasn't it wasn't particularly okay. I can't speak to like it being super technical necessarily, but it just wasn't that entertaining.
Yeah,
And like I get that like maybe you can't do all the flash or whatever like they've done like the years past, but like I don't know. I was kind of hoping for some more difficult dunks.
yeah. At this point, I don't know why they don't just. Um, they either need to go back to I want to say the one where Jason Richardson won, where they did like the round where you spin the wheel and that's the dunk that you have to do, or do a version of that dunk. They either need to go back to that, or if you're in the dunk contest, go look at a professional dunker and do that. Just something that's gonna be kind of like ridiculous because I'm tired of scrolling through Slam and seeing like some dude just do something ridiculous that I've never seen before and be like, so I got to just watch you do a 360 between the legs. Like I don't know three high schoolers that can do that. Like without stretching. Like, yeah, makes me feel like a hater at this point because I used to enjoy it so much, but I was also like 13. Yeah,
Like it might, well, some of it might just be like one, we've seen a lot more dunks at this point, but also like it really was just not that great of a dunk contest on the whole. Like even if you want to be like, like I said, they can't do all the flash and all the super extra stuff. Like even like the dunks that were done were comparatively basic. Like even for like dunk contests without all the needless flash and glamour, it's just kind of like this. It's like I feel like you could have done better than this. Like there have been dudes before. Like you could have pulled up an old tape. Like they've done better than this.
yeah, bro. Anthony Simons dunk where he has the ball like a foot above the rim, like that's like cool, but not cool at the same time.
As keeps getting mentioned, it would have been wild if he had actually kissed the rim though. But he
Yeah.
didn't. Like he might have also been short some teeth, but like it would have been fun.
Hey, I think that's the whole reason why he did not kiss it all the way because it's like that takes a lot of control. And the only person I know who can like do it is like Gerald Green. You remember when Gerald Green was out here blowing candles out on top of the rim before he was doing 360? I mean windmills. Yeah, we need to go back to that type of balance, bro. But to not sound like haters, congratulations to Anthony Simons on that trophy. If you're gonna be with the Clippers for the rest of your career,
Is he
get
with the?
very
I
familiar
thought he was
with
with
that
the
trophy.
Trailblazers.
You said what?
I thought he was a Trailblazer.
He is a Blazer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
What
say
did I
Clip.
say? Did I say something else?
You said the Clippers.
Ah, meant Blazers. Wait, shoot. If you go to the Clippers, there's a chance of you winning something. If you stay with the Blazers, to dunk contest every year, like. Uh, but yeah, not a fun All Star weekend at all. Like it technically
Well,
wasn't an All Star weekend; it was an All Star
it
Sunday.
was a day. Yeah, it was a Sunday.
Right.
Like the game itself was like Team LeBron controlled it basically from wire to wire.
Yeah.
Simmons and Embiid were both out. KD didn't play. I don't even know why.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
KD was one of those people who not opted out, but he was injured to begin with. So
okay.
yeah,
Like I didn't know that. Um, and so and Team LeBron had like what it was Dame, Steph, Jokic, Giannis. Uh, it was kind of lopsided.
yeah. Dame out here pulling up from half court.
Chris Paul and Steph traded alleys, and just like Chris Paul can still dunk,
Hey, barely, barely.
and
But
like
yeah,
the only person who tried seriously most of the time I think was like Kawhi. I mean not Kawhi, um,
Giannis.
Kyrie.
Oh, word. I feel like
It was
Giannis
like
was playing too. He had like 32.
I'm not saying I'm not saying like when I say like I'm like it felt like Kyrie was kind of taking it serious
Mm,
in a way nobody else really was.
yeah.
That's more what I mean. Like Giannis, I don't think he missed a shot.
Wasn't it
Yeah,
all dunks though?
he hit like 1 3. It was it was a bank shot, but it
Oh,
went down, so it don't even matter.
but yeah.
Like it was entertaining, but it wasn't a particularly good game.
Yeah. Now,
So
did you see that Celebrity All Star game?
I did not see the celebrity stuff at all. Like I saw some clips from it. My understanding is like Lil Baby played like trash. Um, Two Chains was still solid because like he played D1 ball, and
Exactly.
I have no idea what anybody else had going on. So
Look, to be honest with you, I don't want to talk about nobody but Little Baby. Little Baby's performance was so bad. Did you see that chest pass he threw at the backboard?
uh-uh.
Dude, he it was the clip where he was shooting the free throw, and this man just did this. He just threw the ball at the backboard. I was like, this man don't look like he coordinated, yeah. Mad flexible though. Mad flexible. Like when he was stretching, I was very impressed that he put like his chest on the ground while like being turned. I was like, that's cool. He ain't never touched a basketball in his life though. You can tell.
Lord. Well, I mean, they can always just invite someone else next year. There are plenty of decent, like there are plenty of celebrities who can play halfway decent basketball.
Yeah. I think they just need to get all of the NFL dudes that actually want to play and just let them do it before. That'd be
Well,
entertaining, bro.
what's Buddy's name? What's it? Miles something.
Miles Garrett,
Yeah, I saw that. You saw that clip of his from like a week or so ago.
have him at starting center. Mm-mm.
Like that man look. That man. I did like. You don't really appreciate how big some like athletes are until like you see them without like the pads and stuff. But he's jacked.
That's a big dude. He's a big dude.
Once again, Calvin McGowan. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you are watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, leave something in the comments. Um, you can also listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. If you made it this far, once again, thank you. I hope you got a lot done of whatever it was you were working on while listening to this. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.